Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Thursday, May 7th, 2020, and this is a follow-up to this morning's pattern, which was showing the long side being favored historically. We're starting to see that play out now this afternoon, and I wanted to go ahead and do a follow-up video to that one showing how that develops towards the end of the day. So the pattern that we were looking at this morning was out of the bias alerts library, where the prior day closed in the bottom quartile of its range. So you can see there's a really weak close here yesterday in the ES, followed by a gap up, and then put in the current market environment of it was below a 10-day and a 200-day moving average. So we're going to look at that same pattern here, except we're going to change the entry time to later in the afternoon and put just a little bit more information in the pattern as the day is developed and we are still trading above the open. So I'm going to add that to the pattern as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So I'm going to be looking at all four instruments. The setup is intraday time-based. I'm going to go ahead and move this time out to 2 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll keep it as a long trade. The exit will be 4:15 p.m. Eastern time. The gap direction was a gap up for the pattern this morning. The post-open filter that we're going to be using is simply that it is trading above the open at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So I can come over here and add that. Next, I need to add that price pattern of closing in the bottom quarter of its daily range yesterday. That is right here in the price patterns. And then lastly, putting it below a 10-day moving average, below a 200-day moving average, and click View Results. And these are the results for going long at 2 p.m. Eastern time if closing above the open when using that same pattern from the bias alerts library of gapping up after a close in the bottom 25% of the daily range, which was below a 10 and 200-day moving average. So this one applicable for the ES, YM, and Russell today, assuming they are still above the open at 2 p.m. Eastern time. The pattern was not set up in the NASDAQ today, but we did run them on all four instruments, and it looks like ES, YM, and Russell continue to show strong odds on this pattern. In fact, it's gotten a little bit better on the win rates by waiting till later in the day to enter. The NASDAQ's just better than 50-50, but the others are pretty strong from a win rate standpoint. All the sample sizes coming in around 70-ish on each of them, so decent sample sizes for this pattern as well. So I hope you found that interesting. Good luck the rest of the day, and we will see you tomorrow.